At their state convention this summer, Texas Democrats will also consider one more person to lead their party, Carroll Robinson. Right now, he chairs the Texas Coalition of Black Democrats, and he has also served on the Houston City Council.
Mr. Robinson, good morning and welcome to the program here. Let's start out with two basic questions. Why are you challenging the incumbent who's been there for a decade? And secondly, how do you think you can turn around the state Democratic Party?
So I want to be clear. I'm not running against anybody. I've been elected to public office, and my basic rule is run when you believe you have a better solution. And I have a better solution. I describe it as rebuilding the party from the bottom up. I think we've got to have precinct chairs in every one of the 9,000 precincts, a county party chair, and we've got to give them specific instructions on what we need them to do to turn out a specific number of Democratic voters in each of those precincts to win the state.
Republicans, as you know, are investing in the Rio Grande Valley. Democrats seem to have written off the rural parts of the state. If you're elected state party chair, where in the world do you start? Because there's a lot to do, it seems like.
Well, you have to start in rural Texas and with Hispanic voters across the state, from South Texas to the big urban areas in the East Texas and West Texas. So I've been in Texas Democratic Party politics for years. And I remember we used to win East Texas and was competitive. If you look at Ann Richards' victory speech, she talks about we won the Valley, won East Texas, and won counties in West Texas. So we've got to go back to basics as Democrats.
How did things get astray? What happened to lose West Texas, East Texas, and now it looks like the Rio Grande Valley is threatened?
Sometimes people take voters for granted. And in this business, as Bill Clinton pointed out, it's not what you've done, it's what you're going to do. And you have to remind the voters, I see you, I hear you, I respect you, and I want you.
Mr. Robinson, as you know, one of the biggest problems for Democrats is messaging. It's not just a state problem, it's a national problem. But how in the world do you attack that and help Democrats settle on something simple as a message?
Well, you've got to bring some experts together, and those experts include Democrats and their consultants who are winning at the local level, because we're electing city council members, commissioners. So we'll come together as partners, but I want to make sure that Democrats are anchored in opportunity, prosperity, and progress. You know, we have to restore and advance progress in Texas as Democrats.
And for people who don't know, you are credited with rebuilding the Texas Coalition of Black Democrats. But as you know, the Democratic Party in Texas is very diverse. What do you tell Democratic voters in this state on how you'd be inclusive to everyone?
Well, I was elected at large in Houston. And for the viewers, Houston is a multiracial, pretty damn large city. And you have to run across multiple constituencies, including reaching out to business Republicans, to women, to African-American, Hispanics, the Asian community. So I know how to build a multiracial, multi-generational, multi-regional coalition. I've been in the Democratic Party and I worked on the campaign that helped elect Ann Richards. So I have the vision, the experience, and I believe the insight of how you build a winning Democratic coalition across the entire state of Texas.
For years, we've heard about a blue wave that's going to wash across Texas. The presidential races have gotten tighter in this state, but nothing like a blue wave has ever materialized. Why not?
Well, you got to stop looking for a wave. You know, you have to make your own cannonball splash. But more importantly, you just have to have this understanding. All we need as Democrats is to believe we can win, and we just need one more vote. You win elections by having just one more vote than your opponent. Yeah. And so that's the mindset and mentality I'm going to drive into the party. We just have to win now, and all that takes is one more vote.
Mr. Robinson, we appreciate it. Good luck to you.
Thank you very much, and have a great day.